Hello everyone, I am Gyan and you are learning computer science with Python for class 11th. In this video we are going to learn about various operations supported by tuple data type in Python. Various tuple operations. The first operation supported by tuple data type in Python is joining operations. Joining operation. The joining operation gets performed on tuple data type by using plus operator. If I write tuple t1 is equal to 1, 3 and 5, tuple t2 is equal to 6, 7 and 8. Further, I write t3 is equal to t1 plus t2. Then I will get a third tuple whose content is 1, 3, 5, 6, 7 and 8. This is the third tuple I have whose content is 1, 3, 5, 6, 7 and 8. This is called joining operation. Joining operation. You can perform joining on more than one tuples. Suppose that I have another tuple, say t4 is equal to 10, 12 and 14. Then I can write t3 is equal to t1 plus t2 plus t4, and that will result in 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 and 14. When you perform joining operation, then both the operand of plus operator should be a tuple. You cannot use any other data type with plus operator here. Like if you try to write t3 is equal to t1 plus 1, you will get an error. Let's try these concepts practically. I don't think we are enjoying it here on the board. Let's try it practically on Python interpreter. If I write t1 is equal to 1, 3 and 5, 1, 3 and 5, t2 is equal to 6, 7 and 8, t3 is equal to 10, 12 and 14. Then I want to create another tuple. t4 is equal to t1 plus t2 plus t3. Press enter and this is my t4. Okay, everything got joined together. But I cannot apply something like this. I cannot write t4 is equal to t1 plus 2. This is invalid. We can concatenate. If one operand of plus operator is a tuple, then other operand should be only tuple, nothing else. So if I try here writing t4 is equal to t1 plus say string abcd, it will throw an error. Even if I write t4 is equal to t1 plus say a list 1, 2, 3, this will be the error. This will be also an error. If one operand of plus operator is a tuple, then other must should be a tuple. Or in another way, if one operand of plus operator is a list, then another must should be a list. If you tried adding something like this, a, b, c, d plus 2, this will also be an error. Okay, that means if one operand of plus operator is a string, then other operand should also be a string. Otherwise, in these three cases, Python is going to return an error. There are something more interesting to see. I cannot add a number in tuple. Suppose that I have t1 is equal to 1, 2, 3 as a tuple and I want to just add 4. I cannot do it. Okay, because one operand is tuple, then others should also be tuple. But if I write 4 as a tuple, then I will be able to add it. Like if I write something like this, 4 followed by comma, then a new tuple will be created with content of 1, 2, 3 and 4. Notice here that if I try to write something like this, t1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, and I just add 4 in parentheses, that will throw an error, because we already have discussed in previous videos that if you write a number in between parentheses, this will have an arithmetic sense. Okay, this cannot be considered as tuple. A number in between parentheses has its numerical significance, arithmetic significance. This is not a tuple. This is a tuple, but this one is not a tuple. This is just a number 4. So here you get an error that an integer cannot be added to a tuple. If I try here, t1 is equal to 1, 2, 3 plus 4 comma, press enter, I got an error. Okay. Of course, I can create a tuple like this. I can create a tuple like this. T2 is equal to 4 comma. I can create a tuple like this. Now T2 is a tuple. But while performing an operation, this thing cannot be considered as tuple. Okay. Means in an expression, you cannot consider 4 comma as a tuple. Only this one is a tuple. 4 comma in between opening and closing a small bracket in between parentheses is a tuple. This one is not a tuple, and this one can also not be considered as tuple in an expression. While just assigning a single element tuple to T2, you can write like this. Otherwise, you cannot use this one in any expression and it will not be considered as a tuple here. So you cannot add a number to the tuple, you cannot add a complex number to the tuple, you cannot add a string to a tuple, you cannot add a list to a tuple, you cannot add anything to a tuple other than a tuple. This is the rule. The next operation supported by tuple data type is called replication operation. Replication operation is performed by a strict operator. Suppose that you have a tuple 1, 3, 5 and you multiply it, means use the strict operator with 3. In this case, this operation will create a new tuple having all its 3 elements are repeated for 3 times, like 1, 3, 5 one time, 1, 3, 5 second time, 1, 3, 5 third time. So this is the new tuple you get. This is called the replication operation of tuple. The other operation supported by tuple is called comparison operations. Comparing tuples. Comparison operations. We know that there are multiple operators to perform comparison operations on various tuples. The first one is double equals, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, not equal to. Now the question is, how can we compare two tuples? To compare two tuples, we compare them element by element. Like suppose that if one tuple has elements x, y and z, other tuple has elements a, b, c. Then first x will be compared with a. If x is greater than a, then tuple t1 will be set as greater than tuple t2. Okay, so if x is greater than a, this implies that t1 is greater than t2. If x is less than a, this implies that t1 is less than t2. If x is equal to a, then check other elements. Okay, if x is equal to a, then now compare other elements. Now we are going to compare y with b. Similarly, if x is equal to a, then only we will be comparing y and b, otherwise not. Otherwise our decision has taken here. But since x is equal to a, only in that case we will come to this comparison. Now compare, if y is greater than b, that means t1 is greater than 2. If y is less than b, that means t1 is less than t2. If y is equal to b, then go for the next comparison. Okay, so go for the next comparison. So compare the last elements of two tuple only if all the previous elements of the tuples are equal. So here, if we are comparing z with c, we are comparing them only in the case of x is equal to a and y is equal to b. Okay, so if we are comparing z and c, that means x is equal to a and y is equal to b. Now let's compare z and c. Is z greater than c? If z is greater than c, then t1 is greater than t2. If z is less than c, then t1 is less than t2. If z is equal to c, then t1 is now equal to t2, because x and a are proven to be equal, y and b are proven to be equal, and here we are looking at z and c are equal. So two tuples are going to be equal only if their all the contents are equal. Okay, so just tell me, if I write 1 2 3 and write 1 1 1, tell me which one is greater. Yes, t1 is greater because 1 is equal to 1, so forget it. Compare the second element. 2 is greater than 1, therefore t1 is greater than t2 here in this case. Now suppose that instead of being 1 1 1, the t2 was 2 1 1, then what? Then which one is greater? You just compare 1 and 2, that means first element of t1 and first element of t2, and you found the first element of t2 is greater than first element of t1, therefore t2 is greater than t1 in this case. And both will be equal if both are 1 2 3 and 1 2 3, then both t1 and t2 are going to be equal. So this is how you compare tuple. I think if you have watched the previous videos, you know that the same rule is applicable for comparing strings and for comparing lists. And here we are using same rules for comparing tuples. The other operation supported by tuple is called unpacking tuples. Suppose that I have a tuple t is equal to 1, 2, a, b. This is the tuple. If this tuple has 4 elements and want these 4 elements in 4 different variables, then that operation is called unpacking operation on tuples. Okay, means I can write here w, x, y and z is equal to t. The first element of t will be assigned in w, w is 1. The second element of t will be assigned in x, x is 2. The third element of t will be assigned in y, y is equal to a, and the fourth element of t will be assigned in z, z is equal to p. So these are the 4 elements of tuple which got assigned into different variables. This is called unpacking of tuples. Means earlier all the values were stored under the same name. Now you are assigning different names for different values. Let's try it practically. T is equal to say 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Then you write w, x, y, z is equal to just t. Then your w is 1, x is 2, y is 3 and z is 4. The other operation supported by tuples is called deletion operation. Deleting tuples. This is a tuple t. We have a tuple t which stores 3 value. If I write del t, then the tuple t will be erased from the memory, and actually T is now not pointing anywhere else. Okay, T does not have a reference to any data now. T has been deleted from the memory. And this is what it means by deleting a variable. Not only on tuple, like if we have w is equal to 1, we can write del w and w will be erased from the memory. Okay, so hopefully you are getting it. The other operation supported by tuples in Python is called slicing of the tuple. Slicing the tuples. Slicing the tuples. We already have learned about slicing of various data types, specifically slicing of strings and slicing of lists. The slicing of tuple operates in the same way. Since we have studied such slicing operations in earlier videos, while we were learning about string and lists, here I am not going in very fundamentals of slicing. We are just going to apply various slice operations on a given tuple. Suppose that tuple TPL is equal to, now I want to slice. I want to slice the tuple. In order to slice it, I'm creating a variable seq, stands for a sequence. Okay, TPL start from 3 and go up to -3. So this is the starting index from where you start slicing, and this is the ending index. This is the last index. You have to stop before this index. Okay, now tell me, where is the index 3? Index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3. That means the slicing should start with 20. And where is the index -3? -1, -2, -3. You have to stop before 30. Means you have to stop here. So you have to start from 20 and go up to 24. Start from 3 and go up to 1 before -3. That's what we are going to do. So 20, 22 and 24 will be collected and will be included into a new tuple. Type seq, and this is our slicing of tuple. What is the highest index in this tuple? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Up to 8, it is the last index of tuple. If I try to access an index in a tuple, say 24, it will throw an error that index out of range. But if I try something like that, TPL, slice it, start the slicing from 3, index number 3, and go up to 24, go up to 1 before 24. That means go up to 23. Here, the Python will not throw any error. It will just start from 3 and travels through the last element of the tuple. Press enter, and here your tuple is 20, 22, 24, 30, 32 and 34. Let's see another example. I have tuple TPL and I want to slice it starting from -15 and go up to 7. Start from -15 and go up to 7. Can you tell me what is the highest negative number from where you can start? Actually, I'm asking about quantitative highest negative number. Okay. So from where you should start? What is the highest negative number here you have? -1, -2, -3, -4, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8 and -9. -9 is the highest negative number. And here they are saying you to start from -15. So don't worry. In this case, just start from the beginning and go up to 7. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Always count positive index starting from 0 and always count negative index starting from -1. So start from beginning because it has been written something which does not exist as the negative index. So start from beginning and go up to 7 minus 1, that is 6. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Start from beginning and take up to 30. This is going to be your, oh, there should be a colon, not comma. So TPL minus 15 colon 7. And here you are. Let's try some more examples. TPL, start from the index number 0, go up to index number 10 minus 1, that is 9, and you should jump 2 elements at a time. So start from 0, then take 14, then take 22, and up to where you can go. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can go up to last because the last index is 10 and we have less number of index available here. So start from 0, 0, then take 14, then take 22, then take 30 and then take 34. This is how you are going to create your new tuple with this slicing. If I write something like that, TPL start from 2, go up to 10 and your step count is 3, then what you can do here? You have to jump 3 steps at a time. So from 14 you go to 24 and from 24 you go to 34. Then you write TPL and you have 2 columns. Step count is 3. You have to start from beginning, take 10, then take 20, then take 30 and of course you are done here. There is nothing after 34. Okay, so you cannot take more. Press enter and this is your tuple 10, 20 and 30. That's it. The other example is TPL. Start from 5 and there is nothing in between columns. See, if first index is not available, that means you have to start from the beginning. If the last index is not available, that means you have to go up to end. Okay, and here both are, and here since both are not available, so you have to start from beginning and have to go up to end. Here in this case the first index is available, so you have to start from the index number 5. Your step count is 2 here, but end index, the last index, is not available here, so you have to start from the index number 5 and go up to the last 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start from 24 and go up to 34. Press enter. Of course, since your step count is 2, so you have to pick 24 followed by 32. After that you have something like TPL 2 colon 5 multiplied by 3. What is this? First you have to slice the tuple TPL to create a new tuple, and then you have to multiply the elements of new tuple thrice. Okay, so the new tuple will be created starting from the index 2, go up to index 4, means 14, 20 and 22 will be included in your new tuple, and replicate these 3 elements thrice to calculate a new tuple. So you are going to get a new tuple whose elements are 14, 20, 22, 14, 20, 22 and 14, 20, 22. Press enter and you can see here this is the situation. But instead of multiplying it by 2, I just want to join the created tuple with the new tuple 3, 4. So 14, 20, 22 will be the content of this tuple, 3, 4 is the content of this tuple, and both will be joined together to create a new tuple whose elements are 14, 20, 22, 3 and 4. And this is the case. So hopefully you are understanding this concept. So guys, that's all about different operations supported by tuple data type in Python. In the next video, we will see about various functions of tuple data type in Python. See you in the next video.